Hello and good morning. Okay, let's get crap over with. Let's see here. The question for this is hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm usually really slow when it comes to these emails. I should be prepared. I'm doing a stream and I'm never prepared. Okay. Let's see here. Justin, is gambling bad? Had family members that struggled with gambling, had problems with gambling. Guys, I'm reading the email. Had problems. My uncle lost his home. Okay, let's see. Okay, I was reading gambling. Okay, to keep it short, to answer your question, and he wants his name anonymous. I'm not going to say his name, so I'm usually good about that. Is gambling bad? Gambling of all sorts: sports gambling, casino gambling on cards, poker, dice, slots, you name it. Horse racing. Is gambling bad? I would say gambling is not bad. No, it's your money. Look, it's your money, for one. You're making the decision, for two, to wager your money on something that you think that you might win. Just like it's no different than the lottery. People play the lottery every day. That's gambling. So two, three, if you're a responsible adult, 18 and up, and you want to gamble your paycheck, your money, whatever money you have on a sport, a baseball game, basketball game, football game, horse race, or go to the casino, that should be your right. And I don't think there's anything bad about it or wrong with gambling. I mean, it's basically the same thing as alcohol or drugs or sex or anything. Sure, you could always overdo it. Food, you can overdo food, eat too much. You know, you could overdo alcohol. You drink to the point where you're ill or you lose your wife, your kids because of it. Same thing with gambling. Sure, gambling. Let's say you keep losing and you keep betting more money and refusing to stop, and you keep losing, and eventually you lose your house or your car or your family. Sure, that could happen. But gambling in the purest form of the sense, gambling, no, there's nothing wrong with gambling. I mean, you could go to work and bet one of your coworkers, hey, $5, $10 on tonight's Knicks game or, Bengals football game, whatever. People gamble all the time. I mean, not to drag this out and make this a really ridiculously long, drawn out video stream. But I mean, in essence, we gamble every day. I mean, we gamble waking up, going to our job. What if you get in a car wreck going to work? You're taking a gamble. What if you see a chick that you really like, you have a crush on her, you're taking a gamble. What if she's crazy? What if she is only with you because she wants to get pregnant? Who knows? I mean, so like in essence, life is a gamble. So, I mean, I already kind of answered your question. No, there's nothing wrong with gambling because everything's a gamble. I don't see anything wrong with going to the casino, wagering some money on whatever it be that you like to do, slots, card games, whatever, dice, sports, You could also go to the casino and wager sports bets. I mean, there's so many different forms of gambling, but I think what you're asking me is um, the basic gambling. I think basic gambling, like is in like going to the casino or having a bookie and betting on football, baseball. I think that's your question. And even that, I'd say no, it's not bad. There's nothing bad about gambling on sports, um, playing the lottery. If you want to play the lottery, play the lottery. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of playing the lottery because I feel like it's rigged. And I think I'm going to be doing a stream on that recently. A lot of people have asked me about the lottery on whether it's legit or not. Um, but that's for another day, another topic. But yeah, I mean, I just don't, me personally, I don't really gamble a lot. I've gambled before on different things, I've bet money on stuff, but it's not like a routine of mine, a habit of mine um, to gamble. So, I mean, me personally, I don't gamble very often, but I don't see there being anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with wagering money on something that you think you could win. I mean, think about it. Every single thing in life is a gamble. Um, the stock market, what if you're an investor? That's gambling. You're gambling on the stocks. Um, say, a broker, all kinds of different levels of gambling. Um, I know for this question, I think it's sports related and casino related. Those two, which are those are the two most common forms of gambling. The way we think of gambling, sports betting, horse racing, and casino gambling, card games. But gambling in general, no, there's nothing wrong with wagering, you know, any amount of money. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out there and let's say you get paid on a Friday and your paycheck, let's say, is $800. I'm not saying Saturday you should go to the horse track, and bet all $800, you know, on a horse. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying gambling's fine and you could gamble responsibly without losing a lot or without losing anything. Hey, maybe you might only gamble 5 times and you might win all 5 bets and maybe you never gamble again. Hey, you did great. You did awesome. Maybe then again, maybe you only gamble 5 times in your whole life and you lost all 5. Um, I mean that's why it's called a gamble. You're gambling. Your profit, your money, your assets that you've made, and you think you're going to win it over here on whether it be sports, casino gambling, lottery gambling, the stock market, anything. So, I mean, yeah, gambling's not um, a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with gambling whatsoever. Um, some people don't gamble. I honestly, some people, like I'll admit, I'm one of those. Some people don't gamble enough when they feel confident in themselves on something. There's been several times. Oh man, I got so many stories, but I'm not going to explain all of them. Where like the Super Bowl, for example, the big game, the biggest football game of the year. Um, I can't count. It's probably been damn near almost a dozen times, 10 times. I felt in my life that this one team was going to win and they were going to either cover the points or beat the point spread or whatever it may be. And I would chicken out and not bet on it. And then, sure enough, the game ends and I was right. And I'm like, man, if I would have only bet on it, man, if I would have like bet on my gut instinct and just gone with my instinct majority of the time, I probably would be a millionaire right now. I probably would be like close to like a millionaire if I actually went with my instinct more instead of, sometimes I use my brain instead of my heart. I'll be like, oh man, it's just not logical. It's not practical to bet this much on this or that. And then I chicken out and I win, or at least I would have won if I would have wagered. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's it's tough. Yeah, gambling's tough. I mean, like I said, life's a gamble. So I mean, don't you know, label something wrong, especially when it's a choice. Gambling's a choice. You have the choice to gamble. You can gamble or not gamble. You don't have to, but if you choose to, if you win, that's awesome. That's great. Um, if you lose, just own up to it. You owe the money and pay the money up, and or whatever you're wagering. If you're wagering your house, well, I guess your house is no longer yours anymore if you lose. Um, but no, yeah, gambling's not. There's nothing wrong with gambling. I know they have these. What is it? These giant billboards um, outside on the streets. For people saying gambling's a problem. Call this number or seek counseling for it. Yeah, there's people that have problems with gambling, but I mean, you could have problems with everything. You could have problems with eating too much food, problems with drinking too much alcohol, problems with sleeping too much, problems with watching too much of the wrong thing, if you know what I'm talking about on the internet, watching the wrong thing. Um, you know, there's so many different addictions, and, like I said, you could be addicted to anything. So to single gambling out, it's just not, it's not the, it's not the right thing to do. It's not, and it's not the solution to blame gambling. The solution is if you have a problem, kind of like that old saying, don't blame the game, blame the player. You know, if you have a problem with something, whether it be gambling, alcohol, smoking too much, drugs, whatever, you should look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh man, maybe I should like make some changes. I'm too attached to this one hobby, because that's all it is. It's a hobby. If you're too attached to something, well, sure, maybe you need to step back and reevaluate yourself and maybe seek counseling. Um, but to blame the game, which that's what gambling is wrong. Blame the addict. Blame the person that is partaking in it and ruining their life over it. Don't blame the game. Don't punish, the gambling industry, the casinos, these bookies, the people that are, betting, because there's lots of responsible gamblers out there that are responsible with their money. And they know, hey, I got to, they follow a limit. They have a limit how much they gamble, and then they're done after they reach that limit. So, yeah, don't put it all on gambling and blame gambling. Sorry, I went on this long rant about this, but I felt that it was needed, and I hope I answered your question. I hope that your question got answered. Yeah, so my answer is, to sum things up, no, gambling is not bad. Gambling is not a bad thing. And should be it for this take. I think I covered everything on this topic. And I appreciate your question. I appreciate all of your questions. Anyone that emails me or leaves me a comment asking me to do a video or stream for them, answering their question. I love to do that. I enjoy trying to help people, but also educate people on things that maybe they're not aware of, maybe things that they are, mistaking, things that they just don't quite get. So, I try to make my streams, my videos, educational if I can. Yeah, I mean, some of it's entertainment, but I try to educate people if I'm able to. If I don't understand the question, or maybe I don't just have a lot of knowledge on the subject that somebody is asking me, I try to stay away from it because I don't want to post a stream about something, me answering a question on something I don't even understand. And then people will be like, well, what's this dude doing? You know, I'm a fraud doing that. So I try to answer the questions that I can understand. Or if I don't understand them, I'll at least do a little bit of research on the question, the subject at hand, and then try to at least give you guys something worthwhile, you know, something, you know, good to watch. And like I said, maybe learn something from it. So, okay, go through the email, got that taken care of. Also, I know I mentioned this, you know, on all of my streams. If you guys would like these streams, give me a thumbs up. You know, if you want me to create more content like this or content similar to this, you could always drop a comment down below in the comment section. I greatly appreciate it. I also love when I get comments. I read the comments. I enjoy hearing feedback, positive and negative. Sometimes there's negative comments that I need to help me improve my content, my channel, my streams. And as you guys know, I also don't ask for money, donations on this channel. This is free. I'm the only person that controls this channel. I don't, you know, have other people helping me out with my content. This is my work, my content, my channel. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is an individual show. This isn't a team or anything. And I don't ask for your money, but I do appreciate the likes and the support and the views. You know, that always makes me feel better. So that should just about do it here. Make sure I got everything covered, got the question covered. The streaming should be, this topic for the stream should be good to go. Okay, guys. Can't believe this is, I think, my fourth video of the day, fourth stream of the day. It's only Sunday morning, 8:45 a.m. I'm going to wrap things up here. I also want to say thank you for anyone that supports me, watches my channel, gives positive feedback, shares my channel link. That'd be great, you know, if you guys share my work with others, and so forth. That's great, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm finished for the stream. I don't know if I'm going to do any more. I've said that earlier. I may do some more depending on if I'm able to answer the questions properly. I get some emails where I just don't understand the subject, so I can't really do a stream on the subject that I don't understand. So, okay, guys, take care. Peace. Have a great rest of your Sunday.